Uh, Hello everybody. Welcome to the Ride Along Podcast. I'm your host, EJ Watson. I have the world's most annoying person with me today.
In my defense, he's been getting me drunk, and I don't drink.
Drunk. You have one glass.
I don't ever drink.
Yes, you ever drink. We drank on Sunday.
Sunday? What did we drink at Sunday? Oh yeah, I had one old fashioned.
Whatever. You drink.
Okay, whatever. Anyways,
God,
we've both been really annoyed at each other all day.
Because you're fucking annoying, dude.
Okay, we're not gonna get into this, EJ. I'm not gonna expose you.
You're not ignoring. You're
I'm not gonna
expose me. What
expose
the
you.
fuck you mean you're gonna expose me? What the fuck? Does
About
that
how
mean?
we've reached a new place in our relationship where you're just very comfortable with me
Because I fart.
all the time.
It's not a milestone.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it recently, like, it just got significantly more often.
That's because I have so much frustration built in from talking.
You just
to
release
you,
it
and I
through
have to release
farts?
it through my asshole. 'Cause if I release it through my mouth, then I'm an asshole.
It's my fault. He's been farting so much. It's because I'm so annoying.
Yeah,
It's just,
you're so
for everyone
watching
annoying,
these stupid
you
fucking
fart once.
Anaconda videos that I've seen already.
Okay.
All right, I'm not gonna sit here and
preface.
be mean to you the whole time.
Thanks,
How you doing,
EJ.
Boo? You alright?
I'm good when I'm with you.
Good.
Always.
That's good, man. How was your day? Like I don't know about it already. But tell the people what you did today because it wasn't.
It's literally not exciting at all. So I don't. Okay.
What's the most exciting? You know what? This brings a good question. Yeah, fuck your day. You said, all right, we were talking about Steve Irwin.
We were.
And he died in 2006. And Emily goes, nothing good has happened in the world since Steve Irwin died, which was 2006. And I think I can name about 15 things that's happened.
Other than the Bears.
All right. I think you can name 15 good things that's happened.
I can.
Since.
I was just saying that to be dramatic.
All right, but I want you to actually name 15 things that's happened
15?
since 2006. See if you can name. See if
Holy
you can do
shit.
it. Go. 15 things that's happened since Steve Irwin died, 2006.
John Mayer continues to tour the U.S.
Okay, that's -1. All right, so now you got to get back to 0.
It's my favorite artist. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres is still alive.
Can you name events, not
He's
just
gonna hate
people
me.
that everybody else hates?
Okay, events. We
Ellen
had the
DeGeneres
first
dropped
black
a
president.
Oh,
Woo! That's
yay.
like we had actually a lot of like women and minorities elected this last election, so that's cool. I don't know what other events like.
Come on, you could think of some. I could think of some.
Okay, give me one, and I'll go off of that.
I don't think Facebook was invented since 2006. Was it?
2006, maybe.
Was Amazon
Maybe
around?
I don't think it was
Netflix
like.
around?
Damn, you're right. 2006 is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because I graduated in 2011.
Yeah. I
It's like my
graduated in
last milestone
2009.
I can base things off of.
That was like my freshman year. iPhones
Yeah.
went around.
Yeah, remember we had like flip phones?
Yeah.
Remember I used to have like this pink Razor, and I thought it was like the baddest bitch ever because
Hell
I had
yeah.
that phone. And the camera had like 1 pixel. Like, that's all.
Yeah, and now, yeah, you have to put effort into watching porn.
I didn't watch porn when I was that young.
Well, I did.
I remember the first time I ever orgasmed though, like by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah,
You
I
rub
bought-
one out.
Well, I bought this like pink vibrator from Lover's Lane, and I had it sent to the house. No, I didn't. I went into Lover's Lane and bought it.
Was it dick shaped or was it just a
No,
vibrating
it was
device?
like you could mistake it for like a lipstick.
Oh, okay.
And
I always thought vibrators kind of looked like you know, like when people get their hair cut, the clippers, but just without the clip.
I mean, there are lots of different kinds.
Yeah.
You could get some that are like small, like that one. You could get some that are like that look like a microphone almost. You could get some that look like dicks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different kinds. But yeah, that was my first one I ever bought. and it was the first time I ever had an orgasm, and
Yeah.
it was like life changing.
Yeah.
That happened after 2006. So.
And that's the last time she's had an orgasm, guys.
False.
I'm just kidding.
But I learned how to have an orgasm with the vibrator before I learned how to have an orgasm without one.
Yeah. When's the first time you rubbed one out?
I don't know how old it was. Sometime between like 9th grade and 12th grade.
How old do you have to be to buy a vibrator? 18?
No, you don't have to be 18. I was definitely not 18.
So they just
And some lady like helped
vibrators?
me. Like I walked in there and I was like, I don't know what I want, but I just want a vibrator. And some lady like walked me through it. She's like, this is a great one to use. This is what I use myself. And
So they're literally just selling vibrators to whoever.
why is it illegal to have an orgasm?
It's not illegal,
Like
but
why would it be something
it
that you have
seems-
to like regulate? It's my own body.
But to sell products to enhance a sexual act to
But it's
a
my own
kid.
body. Like that's why I don't
What if
understand
R.
when
Kelly
people
worked at that place?
No.
See? Mm-hmm.
This
See?
doesn't mean that's different.
How is
If
it
it's
different?
Because it's a person doing things to themselves.
No, but you're selling
their
them
own
something.
bodies.
You're selling them something to do that shit to do. It's like, would you sell a dildo to an 8th grader?
It's their own bodies. I don't like.
It's something seems wrong about that.
Okay.
An adult selling a dildo to an 8th grader for $20.
Here's the thing. Like, when I was in like 9th grade, and that was like when I was kind of like understanding like my sexuality. Like I felt like that was something I wanted to do, and I was like kind of like exploring that, you know. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, you know how, like, dads walk in on their kids masturbating when they're, like, 13, 14 or
Emily,
whatever?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying an adult selling a child.
You don't have to be...
something.
It's not creepy. Like,
It seems
I don't
a little
think it's creepy.
It seems
Maybe
like
if
you
you
should at
follow
least
them
be,
home after
You
and
can't
try to
even
fuck
log
them,
into
that's
Pornhub
creepy.
without being 18.
I'm just saying, I think it's very natural for people that are... Like, looking back at, like, 9th graders, I'm like, oh, God, they're children. But at the same time, I think it's very natural for kids to start, like, exploring their sexuality, but I don't think they should be preyed upon by adults. There's a difference between you...
It seems like a real easy way to prey kids if you got them coming into a
I mean, it wasn't
sex
something
shop.
that... I was real shy when I went in there. Like, I was so... Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it was something I just wanted
you
to
were
do.
shy, Em.
Because I was not... I was
15.
young. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I wasn't trying to, like, go out and have sex with adults. I was just
You
trying
were
to, like...
have sex with plastic adults.
No, I wasn't. It was just, like, you're, like, understanding, like, yourself and your body, and you're growing into, like, you know, an older person. Like, you're just growing up.
Emily, there is a 40-year-old
I don't think there's anything wrong with
or
that.
woman.
If you go to the sex store to prey upon young children, you're fucked up. But if you go to the sex store to educate children and adults and
Is
everyone...
that what they're doing in the sex store, Emily? They're educating you on sex and
But I think sex
how to
ed...
understand your body, and this is where you... No, there's fucking Big Dicks 45 in aisle 7. And fucking...
Okay, I mean, it's not like educating... I don't think it's like educating, I guess. But at the same time, like, I don't think that...
There's fucking sexual swing sets and shit. You're not in that bitch trying to educate motherfuckers.
But okay, let me just
especially
say
a
that
kid.
that I went to a very small Christian school where they did not teach us any sex ed at all.
So you went to Lover's Lane?
They barely even told us like how sex happens, to be honest. And so like I was like my first time being kissed was in like the 9th grade. And, like, I just kind of wanted to, like, explore that a little bit. Now, I think that's very natural. Like I said, did I go out and stuff? Like, I was very, like, when I went to the Lover's Lane, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I was kind of shy and uncomfortable, but I still, like, wanted to go see what, like, all the hype was about. You know what I mean?
What hype?
About, like, because when I was, like, young, I was, like,
Have you
reading
ever
online.
seen more than one car at Lover's Lane?
No. When I was, like, young, I was reading online of, like, what's an orgasm? And some girls can't have orgasms.
This
and
is
like,
what Cosmopolitan magazine doing.
Yeah, seriously though. Yeah, it's like...
That's how you get fucking sex trafficked in this motherfucker, because you fucking got some 15-year-old wandering into some old man's fucking Lion's Den adult bookstore. And then
I have never seen a guy in Lover's Lane, to be honest. Never. those creepy video stores that are like on the corner of like a halfway lit.
The adult bookstores, the Lions.
Yeah, those are fucking creepy. But I feel like Lover's Lane is generally safe.
Lover's Lane is just the Walmart of those places. It's the
reason why, like, to go back to how you were saying like some R. Kelly shit, is the reason why it's fucked up for like adults to prey upon young girls is because when I was doing that, I was exploring my sexuality. I did not understand my sexuality.
So he's not.
I didn't understand, like, this is the thing, is like young
you
girls
still didn't understand it back then.
But young girls are sexualized.
Why is an adult trying to facilitate that for you?
Okay, but listen, young girls are sexualized before they even understand what that really means. And I do think it is a natural thing for young girls to sexualize themselves because of the society we're brought up in. And I also think it's natural because you're going through puberty, like you're getting attention from like guys. Like I think it's natural to explore that. But you should, as a grown man or a grown woman, you should understand that these children are kind of like dabbling into things they do not yet fully understand at all. So it's like, you should be protecting these children. I think you should be sex positive in the sense that you should say, like, you're allowed to explore your own body. Why should you not be allowed to explore your own body?
You should be able to explore your own body with your own body.
So that's what I was doing when I was getting a vibrator, is exploring my own body.
No, you're exploring your own body with a vibrator.
Who else was involved? It's me and my own body.
No, the person that sold you, the name that's on the top right corner of the receipt, sold you a vibrator.
But they're not there with me, like, guiding you through the process. That was all myself. It's me.
Like the same with, like, guns.
No, it's not. How is it the same?
I'm going to get this. All right. I'm going to make this connection. All right. A person sells, you're 15. You go to Lover's Lane. You're selling a 15-year-old girl a sexual object.
Sure.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
So, why is that okay? Hold on, I'm gonna get this.
I already have like 10 rebuttal points to whatever you're gonna say. So go ahead.
I know I can do this. I
Go ahead.
I can do this. All right, you ready? All right. Pour me some.
Give me a cup.
Let me finish this and let me think about how I'm gonna make this relation.
He's not gonna get this. I already have like 10 rebuttal points just ready to go.
You had 10 rebuttal points before I even said the statement.
I know.
You just fucking talk too much. You're just a walking rebuttal. Like, you just don't know what the fuck.
Both him and my grandma say that I just talk too much.
Her grandma gave me permission to smack her.
No. She didn't give him permission, but she was like, my grandma is like, she's lived alone for a long time. Like, I live with her when I come back from school, but she's like used to living by herself. And so she likes to like just chill at the end of the day and watch TV. And just like, that's it. She hangs out with my dog. So I came home because we have like 2 snow days, and I was updating her on like my entire life, obviously. Mm-hmm. And she looked over at me and she was like, has EJ ever smacked you? Mm-hmm. I was like, why? She was like, because you just talk a lot.
Oh my god.
I was like, damn. So now EJ thinks that like he low-key has my grandma's permission.
She pretty much said, like, if I smacked you,
like, she would understand.
She would understand. If I smacked you because you was talking too much, like you always do, she would totally get it. It's like, you shouldn't smack my granddaughter, but I get why. That bitch be talking.
So let's not distract from this point that you don't have. Thought I would forget.
No, I didn't think you would forget. I got this shit. So, you would sell a kid a gun. An adult is selling a kid a gun, and that's wrong.
Can you kill people with a vibrator?
No. You also can't kill a 15-year-old by giving them dick.
But here's the thing. So if I'm at home as a 15-year-old using a vibrator, is that not better than me going out and having sex with a guy and potentially getting pregnant?
It's the same as if you went home as a 15-year-old with a gun.
No.
Isn't it better to just shoot myself?
Guns are a
shoot
completely
other people?
different responsibility than a vibrator. They are not even on the same like status at all.
I'm just saying. Adults should never.
Nobody
sell
has
you
ever
those
died
things.
from an orgasm, I'm pretty sure.
Shit, wait till tonight, man.
All right, bet.
Dick game going crazy.
But anyways, yeah, so I don't think that's weird. I think that you should have conversations with
not with strangers while they're
But here's
selling
but
you
I also but
sexual
here's the thing.
items. As
Here's
a
the thing.
15-year-old girl. That is like I feel we're talking to 15-year-old girls in general. Like,
Okay, but
'cause
here's
I don't want to get too friendly. I don't want to give them a hug.
Good, because you're not
I
a
don't wanna
pervert.
fucking dap them up. I don't want to do shit around you. You want to hug me? Thanks, EJ, for helping me with my homework. Bitch, move back.
So here's the thing though, is like since I said I went to a very small Christian school where we did not have any sex education, they told you abstinence
You didn't
period.
have no sex education because it was a small Christian school.
It's because they said abstinence period. That was their sex
Abstinence
education.
period, and
So
they-
here's
they
the
ain't got
thing.
the funding for that shit.
So here's the thing though, is that
sex education.
I did not feel comfortable talking to my mom about like sex or my dad. Like I talk to my mom about some stuff sometimes now because I'm an adult, but like I did not feel comfortable talking to her about those things. So I would just like try and find like, cause I was going through puberty, I wanted to explore this. So I would like read online and I wanted to get a vibrator and see what was up. I don't think that's weird. I wish looking back that I had like more of adults that I could trust and go to talk about those things. But that's just like how I chose to like go through it. But I still don't think it's weird if like kids want, I guess they are kids, but like you're going through a stage in life where you're trying to understand your sexuality. What the bigger issue is that we over sexualize girls and kids in general before they even understand it. I was trying to understand it. Does that make sense?
They over-sexualize girls before they understand it.
Right.
So by buying a vibrator, it was going to help you understand it.
I was trying to understand my own sexuality. You know? And this was after I had sex the first time, too. I never had an orgasm. I didn't even know that was, like, a thing
So
that
it's
could
okay
happen.
for an adult to...
But here's the thing, too, is, like, boys jack off all the time. It's like a commonly known thing. So why is it so fucked up that like a girl is going to buy a vibrator?
I'm not saying that's fucked up. I don't think you should sell a fleshlight to a teenage boy.
Why is that?
Because it's fucking weird.
I'm not saying it's not weird.
This is an adult thing.
I'm saying it's you at that age you are trying to understand your sexuality.
If sex is
You're just
against
trying to
the law
understand it.
at that age, then you shouldn't be doing anything.
It's not against the law. It's just against the law if you're an adult having sex with a child.
You can't log in. You can't get a Brazzers account. Why are you selling them a fleshlight?
But I'm saying like
you can't even log into Adam and Eve, but you can go to Lover's Lane. What sense do that make?
At this point, I've already had my period for 2 years.
The fuck do that mean? Bitches get their period in like 5th grade.
I'm just saying, like you start to grow hair in certain places.
Yeah, you grow some titties and blah blah blah. But like, still, that don't make it right.
I'm just saying it's like you're trying to understand your sexuality and the changes that are happening to your body. You do feel like you're older than you really are when you're that age. That's why it's like I
just don't think it's right to sell dildos and fleshlights to kids.
So they can still buy it online. They can still buy it online.
I mean, yeah, you could.
I just didn't go online because
you didn't go online because
I didn't want it sent to my house because I didn't want my mom to find it,
and because Google was like 2 years old. Another thing that happened. Amazon wasn't around, son, when you was rubbing one out with a vibrator. Yeah. Fucking Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos had fewer problems than he has now.
Jeff Bezos was on the grind, not cheating on his wife and owing her $70 billion.
Yeah. EJ actually said, I'm sure all of you know that Jeff Bezos had to split up all of his money and give his now ex-wife $69 billion.
And usually I'm the first guy to be like, fuck that bitch. She ain't
the first
fucking,
one.
She ain't fucking even plug in a printer for this motherfucker. You want $70 billion.
She's now the richest person in the world, tied with Jeff Bezos.
She's the richest woman in the world.
Yeah,
and I want to say she's
tied for richest person with him.
She's tied for second. No, she's not. She's not. No, because
he'll continue to get richer because he has like businesses in place. No, so he'll surpass her.
I think she might be like tied with like Bill, because I feel like Bill Gates was at like 70 or something like that. So she might be. They might all. But
she's
be
up
tagged.
there. She's like top 3 for sure.
She top 3 just for marrying a rich nigga. And usually I'm the first to be like, fuck this bitch. She ain't do shit. But here's what I say is because Jeff Bezos and his wife that he about to owe 70 Billy, they have been together for 25 years.
She was there like before he was
Jeff
Bezos,
there in
owner
the
of
trenches.
Amazon.
Yeah. She was there well before Amazon became, because Amazon only been around for a decade and some change, for real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and so you was there when this nigga was fucking. He was like an open micer for app creators, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like he
also cheated too. So it's like not only was she there from like day one essentially, but he also cheated on her.
This is my thing.
You think it's like some basketball player shit where you're like, that's what's gonna happen.
I'm like,
it comes with the territory.
Now, granted, I think she leveraged the fact that she knew she would get half.
Shit, if my husband, who was worth that much, cheated on me with that much money, I'd be like, peace.
If you knew
I'm
you
gonna
would
go
get
live
half.
my new life.
If you knew you would get half.
Yeah. Imagine if he signed a prenup.
If there's a prenup involved, you just gonna have to take it.
Whew.
You just got to take it. You feel me? You just got to.
That's like a common theme though, like with basketball players, is they just say that's like part of dating a basketball player is like you have to. Cheating comes with the.
They're young. They're young rich niggas on the road all the time. Are you kidding me?
I think that's fucked up. We're gonna go back to LeBron. LeBron has never had a scandal.
He ain't had a scandal,
he's an upright motherfucker.
Yeah, all right, nigga.
And
LeBron got 4 bitches in the bed tonight.
No, I refuse to believe it.
LeBron,
I think he's a family man for real.
No, it's not his family at the crib. LeBron. He is
no.
You be the hell.
He's not stupid. But here's the thing though:
what is he gonna lose?
He's more than just like. Oh, he's loyal to his wife. Like, he gives back to his community. He wants to be, like, a role model. Like, he plays
So why can't this nigga get some side pussy?
Because it's fucked up.
No, it's not, bro.
It is. It ruins families. Or you can be like Tiana Taylor and Iman, who, like, fucking, they had a threesome with a girl, and the other girl got pregnant.
Nobody want to have a threesome with LeBron's wife.
I'm just saying, like, that's like the worst case scenario. Like, Tiana and her boo had a threesome.
Tiana Taylor is exponentially finer than LeBron's wife.
All I'm saying is the other girl got pregnant and she's keeping it. Like, that's like the worst case of a threesome. If you're like in a committed relationship. That's like if LeBron's
wife divorced LeBron.
Wait, what? There's no divorcing.
No, I'm saying she's not going to, but I think she just
that's
know
like
the
if
drill.
They're still that's like if LeBron and his girl are in a relationship, they have a threesome with me, and I get pregnant, and I'm like, I'm keeping it. Like, that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Don't think I'm about to stick around and raise fucking this little mixed LeBron Jr. Bronny Watson, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. I ain't raising that motherfucker. Fuck this little.
But you know what I mean, though? Like, I don't think it was meant to be. It was just like a threesome for fun or whatever.
Cerebral palsy if he fucking
But that's like, I'd be pissed if I was Tiana Taylor. I'd be like, fuck.
Apparently that was a fake story, but I never know if stories are fake or if they're just doing damage control.
Yeah.
You know?
You never really know because you don't fucking know them.
Yeah, you don't know them. So you don't know if this story's real until... Because anybody could just lie and say it's not true, and then the girl could just get an abortion, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, LeBron is fucking mad bitches.
I don't think so.
He got a back-to-back in Orlando, in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
So.
Coming from L.A.
I think he's a stand-up guy.
Nah, ain't none of these niggas. They thought Tiger Woods was a stand-up guy.
Tiger Woods has like he's low key always been kind of creepy.
No,
Like,
he was always
eye.
a little golden child. The fucking
No, he has that look in his eye where you're like something's.
It's like he's a
off.
golfer. I mean, he's getting pussy, but like, I mean, come on.
No, I just feel like Tiger Woods. I'd be like, okay, LeBron. If something that comes out, I'll be like, that's lies.
I don't think you know that. I think you know that now, but I don't think you would think that back in the day.
Like hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight
That could be
is
a real
2020
thing.
as hell. Like,
but I feel like now I'm like.
Now you
can
know
see
the
it in
nature.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, now you
can
look
see
at
it
him
in
and be
his
like,
eyes.
yeah. Now it's be like, I should have known you was fucking them bitches at Applebee's, motherfucker.
He's all strung out driving cars and shit. Like his life's a mess.
Strung out and drive. Nah, he good. Nah, he back low key.
I thought he got like caught recently for driving off a bunch of
No,
prescription
that wasn't recently. That was
whatever.
that was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. That happened when he had that mug shot. Yeah, that was about 3 or 4 years ago. But he like back. He's like one of the top golfers again now. It's gonna be
Does
a great.
anybody even give a fuck about golf? Let's be honest.
People only give a fuck about
if they're
golf.
playing it themselves.
That and if Tiger playing.
Nobody gives a fuck if Tiger's playing.
Golf needs Tiger very badly.
Well,
Cause
honestly, I can't name you a single other golfer.
Exactly.
I literally can't name you a single one.
That's why you need Tiger Woods for golf.
Well, also, like, entertainment in general loves to exploit scandals. So they don't give a fuck if he has scandals. They're like, they're like, no publicity is bad publicity. Let's go.
Yeah,
like,
for Nike, publicity for Nike is all good. All of it.
Nike loves to be controversial, but I like the stances they take. Like with Colin Kaepernick, I was like, fuck yeah. I'm going to go buy.
Kaepernick?
Well, I don't know his
Copernic? Who the fuck is Copernic?
I don't know his
Colin
name,
Kaepernick?
okay? I know just like what I read.
Jesus.
Kaepernick, is that what you say it?
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick. You said Kaepernick.
Cabinet. Like a cabinet.
Okay, but anyways.
Cabinet. I'm stabbing it.
Like the people they lost from taking that stance were the people that bought like the worst Nikes. They bought them at like Marshall's for $30. 5 years later,
you're gonna burn some low top fucking.
Yeah, they're like, I'm gonna burn my Nikes.
It's like, yeah, them Nikes ain't shit, nigga. Don't nobody care. If
Nikes are the best shoe brand though. Like
Nike is the best clothing on the planet.
They're just doing it right, honestly. Like I've always told you, like I want to do like some sort of shoe thing in the future.
So you don't have
and like I feel like I have to work with Nike. How am I going to compete against Nike? They got production, they got the face, they got the lip, and their shoes are so comfortable.
So you're gonna have the
their shoes are so
Vietnamese kids.
No.
Kid slaves.
You know, Steve Madden actually started selling like shoes out of his trunk in New York City.
Yep, and now
it's an
Vietnamese child slaves are making shoes too.
I'm just saying.
You sold about the car, and now Vietnamese people are living out of the car because they.
So fucked up. But no, Nike is like doing it right though. Like Nike is really doing it right though with like their clothing quality and their shoe quality.
Yeah, I think overall,
like I bought Adidas's trash. They were so
Adidas,
oh my god,
Adidas.
They were the most uncomfortable shoes ever. They gave me blisters.
I used to like Adidas way more than Nike. Once I stopped playing sports for real.
No.
I think I told this on the podcast.
Nobody can even
before.
touch Nike.
I think I told this on the podcast before. I might have told you this, but I used to only rock Adidas, and the one time I wore Nikes in high school, I tore my ACL.
Oh, that's what it was.
Nigga, I tore my ACL. That ended my season, virtually my career. Fuck you mean? Oh, is that what happens? Are you kidding me? You're out for my senior year. I missed the entire year. I can't get that back. My senior year of high school football. Yeah. The one time I decided to wear some fucking Nikes. Shout out to Regis.
Why?
Because he used to work for the Bears, and he used to throw away shoes or whatever, right? Yeah. And so he would always like get us like shoes because they would never wear them, and so he got me these Nikes.
That's what it was. It was because they're hand-me-downs.
But these are NFL shoes. Don't lean on me, Emily. We're on camera.
I've been leaning on him all day today.
Yeah, and you
That's another
pick the
thing.
most uncomfortable positions, dude. Like,
I'll like rearrange his entire body so that it's most comfortable for me.
yeah, and I'm sitting here with the fucking pulled hamstring now because my leg's over your fucking head, and now I got a fucking hip hernia.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like a personal problem that I didn't have until you went to fucking sit. All-time favorite player in each sport, says Art. NBA, Michael Jordan. NFL, Ed Reed. NCAA football, Reggie Bush. NCAA basketball, Derrick Rose. MLB, Ichiro Suzuki. Shut the fuck up. Boxing, Floyd Mayweather. MMA, George St. Pierre. Wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Golf, Tiger Woods, of course. Soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo / Carly Lloyd. NHL, Patrick Kane. And favorite coach,
Listen.
Coach K.
So I was watching, you know how Ellen has a new talk show? Or not a talk show, I'm sorry, a game show? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, it's probably stupid.
Listen, so my grandma and I were watching this, right? And like the premise of this part of the game show is like they have 2 wives or future wives being suspended from these cords. And they have to guess, okay, like for example, they ask them how many winners of the Super Bowl or like
so it's
teams.
like a trivia. It's like a trivia game.
Yeah, like they do trivia and they say how many do you think they could answer, and they give them a number. If they don't answer it, they like get dipped into some like that time it was tomato soup. They just get dropped into it from above.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I just want you to know that I knew more of the Super Bowl winners than this one girl because of you.
Would you just say the Patriots every single time?
Yes.
That's the safest guess
Patriots,
in the world. Who won
Bears,
this one? Patriots,
was it Steelers
Patriots.
Or some shit.
Nah, Patriots,
I forgot.
Steelers. Pretty much the winners of the Super Bowls in our lifetime have been Patriots, Steelers.
Yeah. And I knew it.
Pretty much either the Patriots or the Steelers. You can't go wrong.
But I think that'd be so fun to do. If that ever comes to Detroit, I feel like we should totally do it.
I'm gonna do some football trivia. Okay, let's do it now.
Oh.
So,
okay, let me just say this.
No,
with
you told this story on the podcast.
Here?
I think so.
Okay, we'll just bypass it then.
Nah, the story. That you answered all the fucking questions?
Yeah, he quizzes. I grew up watching football and hockey.
Lies.
Because that's what my dad watched all the time and my brothers watched all the time. So I know all the rules to football and hockey. Actually, baseball too, and basketball because I played it. That was not very good. But anyways, I know how sports work. So I told EJ this, and he gave me like a 30-question quiz of like the most obscure scenarios that would never happen to like quiz me. And I passed it.
They were really good questions.
Okay.
They were basic questions like how many yards is a first down? An anaconda. Inside joke. So pretty much an anaconda is 30 feet long, which is 10 yards. Which is a first down. So a first down is an anaconda.
Yeah, we've been watching like videos of anacondas eating animals, but there are no good ones.
Animals, and there's like no good ones. And that song
So
was
annoying.
a bop. That song was a bop.
I literally hate.
I really like that song. It's a bop. Like you Valley Girl motherfucker.
Stop, stop. But anyways, we've been trying. We've been trying to find like good anaconda videos where they eat animals like live, but they're already dead. Like we missed the exciting parts of them killing them live action. Because I feel like if an anaconda attacks me, I could just like stomp its head until it. Like I feel like how do you get eaten by an anaconda? How is it gonna swallow my leg?
As soon as it's got your foot,
It's
that's when the rest
they
of their
play
body
they play the long game. I can stomp that bitch's head. They can only get one of my legs
Anaconda
at a time.
play
How are they gonna get two?
Really, Emily?
How are
Look,
they gonna
Emily
get
trying
both
out
my
her
legs
material
at once?
again. Trying out your fucking. You just use a one-liner on me. Fucking play the long game.
That wasn't even a
Really?
one-liner.
Really?
What are you
Does
talking
the
about?
anaconda play the long game? The snake. Really?
Would you call a snake earlier, baby? You call
It's
the snake a long sock.
It's a long ass sock. Yo. That's all it is. It's a long ass sock. That's all it is, yo.
No. Anyways, I feel like they can only get one leg at most. You can definitely stomp on the snake.
If it gets one if it gets your pinky toe, you're gonna die.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
You're telling me if I repeatedly step on the fucking snake's head that it's just gonna be like, this is fine. Like, it's gonna let go and I can run away.
Emily, you can step
gonna
on
be
me
disoriented.
as hard as you can, and like it's gonna hurt, but it ain't gonna be like ain't nobody tripping. Who called? Somebody calling you? No, this is my phone vibrating. Due to extreme temps, consumer as
That's what I got too. To lower their temperatures. Why is it telling us to lower our temperatures?
Due to extreme temps, consumers ask everyone to lower their heat.
Why would we lower our heat? How does that make any fucking sense?
Yeah. Is this Celsius?
No, because 16 degrees Celsius is like 60.
No, lower their heat to 65 or less through Friday.
Why would we lower our heat? I'm confused. Like, are we using too much heat or something?
Wait, hold on. We got radiators, so we can't lower our heat.
Yeah, y'all's is like hot all the time.
Yeah, ours comes from like boiling water.
Yeah.
So like all that shit that's like under Detroit and shit, like how the shit be steaming, like that shit kind of running.
Thanks for explaining radiators to me.
Shut the fuck over. Shut the fuck up. That was a weird message.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey Brian. Oh, fuck it.
He's not gonna know.
Wow, yeah, that was weird. Extreme temperature. So what are we at now? For those of you who don't know, by the time this comes out, it is -11 outside. Probably one of the coldest days in recent memory.
Yeah, EJ risked his life to get us pizza and wine.
Yep.
A true romantic.
I put on, let's see, 3 hoodies, 3 shirts.
He kept like taking clothes off, and I thought it was the last layer, but he kept like pulling on more layers.
I had on 4 pairs of leggings, 4 pairs of socks. 2 pairs of sweatpants, gloves, a hat, and a hat with a ski mask attached to it.
I wonder if your eyeballs can freeze, though.
I doubt they'll freeze.
Think so?
Nah, because you blink too much.
Well, also your body temperature is too high, I think.
Yeah, your shit can't. You blink too much for it to freeze. Like, but
freezing would be a shitty death.
Yeah, freezing. Would you rather freeze or drown?
Drown. I know drowning's painful, but like, I hate the cold more than anything in the world. Like,
What about drowning in cold?
The cold. Well, obviously
water?
That makes drowning worse.
Would you rather freeze on like Mount Everest or drown in like the Arctic Ocean?
Neither.
You can't choose neither, Emily. That doesn't count.
I don't want to do either one of those. It's like not a good.
Pick one, Emily. It's terrible for the podcast.
I guess, but they're both freezing.
Obviously,
you're both freezing.
So which one do you think is the
so
less
I guess
of the two
freeze
evils?
outside
which
of the fucking
is
water.
Hillary Clinton, and which one is Donald Trump?
I guess freezing outside of the water is better than freezing in the water.
I'd rather freeze in the water.
Why?
Cause I feel like it won't take as long. I'll either drown first or freeze and drown. But in the cold, you're just gonna be laying there just hungry and tired.
I always think of like that video of that guy that got stuck like under a rock and had to cut off his own arm.
Yeah.
I would never cut off my own arm.
You just
I would die in one piece. Because what are you going to do if you cut your own fucking... First of all, you know how painful it would be to cut your own arm off? I pierced my own ear before, and that was like... I was like, I'm never doing this shit again. Piercing my own ear.
I don't know. I feel like, what choice do you have?
But then once you cut it, well, then you're just going to bleed to death.
You could stop the bleeding.
Okay. From your whole arm?
Yeah.
When I cut off my finger, the tip of my finger, that shit hurt so bad. EJ, so fucking bad.
See, this is why motherfuckers be climbing mountains for what, nigga? What the fuck is up there?
The top.
The top, yeah. Is it some bitch giving top? That's the only way you climb a mountain.
Is that on your bucket list?
Climbing a mountain?
No, giving you top on the top.
Giving me top on the top. There's no way I get a boner on the top of Mount Everest. It's freezing outside.
Okay, what's on your bucket list?
That.
There we go. This is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about. I don't know if EJ's just been like holding in his farts for the last like 10 months.
A
And now
extra cheese pizza. You like that?
No, I don't know if it's like he's just been holding in his farts
I'm
or
gonna
if
open
he's
my
just been
legs
farting
up.
more.
Ugh.
But it's just been a lot.
Let me open my legs.
Just forcing it out. I hope you shart yourself one day and you learn your lesson.
I have sharted many a times.
Ew.
Can't push them out this hard without getting a little discharge.
This is the man I'm in love with.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
what's on your bucket list?
What's on my bucket list?
Yeah.
Marrying a girl who's not annoying.
I'm gonna give you one more time to say that again.
Marrying a girl that's not what? Let's see. Does it still smell?
I've been just like looking the other direction. He really has the balls to say marrying a girl that's not annoying, as I can still taste his fart in my mouth. Like, what?
I tried to make sure your mouth was open while you still, but since you talk so much, your mouth's constantly open. So I have to fart to shut you up for 30 seconds.
Oh my god. Like, I hope you know, like 10 seconds ago we were like real close. Now we're literally facing opposite directions.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm gearing up for the next fart.
He's like, he's weaponizing his farts against me.
Yeah, it's like a musket,
Okay,
yo.
okay.
Like once the bullet go, you gotta load the next one with the stick.
You're
And
so
then,
gross.
bow,
Ew. What do you mean bop? What kind of fart noise is that?
bah. Ain't that what you call it, the song? It's a bah.
What song did? Oh yeah, our friend showed us like. Okay, what was the song that was like the American version one?
Oh, so shout out Sahil.
Shout out Sahil.
Sahil is one of my homeboys. Is a kid from India, right? And he came over one day with me and Emily, and he was showing us a bunch of Indian music, right?
Yeah.
And then so I was like, yeah, a lot of people used to sample like old Indian songs.
Like back when like Buttons by Pussycat Dolls, like that era.
Early 2000s
that whole, yes.
type shit. And so I played a song for him. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the song, but it's called So Addictive by Truth Hurts featuring Rakim, and it's like it's so contagious. He turns my pages, and they sample this this song, and it's like or whatever they say. Like,
Oh my god.
And then so they sample that, right? And then so I play that for Sahil. I play the Truth Hurts and Rakim version of the song. And then he's listening to it. He's like, I know that song, blah, 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 right? So he shows me the original version.
And the original version's better than
it's
the...
fire. It's way better than the...
it's hot.
I don't know what the fuck this bitch saying, but the shit was cold. I forget what it was called. Hold on.
Anyways, I said this song is a bop.
She was like, this song is a bop. And I'm like, you are the corniest white woman
He's just
I've
not
ever
hip
heard.
because that was like the phrase on Twitter to use, okay? You just don't know.
Oh my God. You fucking trendy fucking, oh God. You're a
So yeah, he's
person
been
I hate.
saying all day.
This is a bop. Weird flex, but okay. Shut up, motherfucker.
I never said that. You
What are
just
other
pulled that one out of
Twitter,
your asshole.
What are other Twitter sayings?
That's like not a Twitter.
This ain't it, Chief.
I don't say that either.
Um,
This is a bop is on like horoscope bitter at men Twitter. That's why you don't know.
yeah, I ain't on Twitter.
I deleted my Twitter and my Facebook.
What's the name of this
Good
song? I'm about to
decision.
find out. Where's Sahil? Here he is. It's called Kali Yon Ka Chaman. Kali Yon Ka Chaman.
Jay's really feeling himself right now.
They start the video. They start the video.
You do this like dance too, though. Like, yeah. The dance is catchy.
The dance.
Yeah.
You know, it's an Indian dance when they put their hands over their head. And
they do the little clap with their hands over their head. Jay's been practicing.
All right, what's bucket list? Go to Japan.
Yeah, let's go to Tokyo.
Let's go to sleep in Paris and wake up in Tokyo. I'll give you $2 if you know who made that song.
Justin Timberlake.
Second guess. 10 guesses. I'm gonna give you 10 guesses.
Let's
go to sleep in Paris and wake up in Tokyo. Have a dream in New Orleans, spend love in Chicago, Maine, and we can land in the motherland. Travel back across the desert. I know what this is. Take a train to Rome, home.
Oh my god, Brazil, I know who this is.
For real, wherever I go, she go. I'll give you a hint. It's not a. It's a rapper. Wherever I go, she go.
I like low-key know this, but I can't remember.
I love her, but I hate to leave her lonely. Ring, ring with the iPhone. It was my homie. He said, let's hit Japan. If we can make him dance, we can make 100 grand. Spend it in the south of France. Nothing
BYOB.
Nope. It's B.O.B., not B.Y.O. I bring your own beer, okay? Show some respect. Show some respect to my mans, yo. I see them in concert. Not B.Y.O.B. You fucking disrespectful. Disrespectful. Calling my nigga bring your own beer.
What does B.O.B. stand for?
I used to know this. What
you don't even know. Disrespectful.
I seen bro in
you don't even know what it stands for.
Damn, I thought I had porn pulled up. I was really hoping I had porn pulled up.
That would have been a good thing to talk about. You only watched like 3 porns.
I watched 3 porns.
On repeat.
It's a white chick getting dicked down by 2 black dudes.
Every time.
Or a white chick getting dicked down by 1 black dude.
Yep. What about 3 black dudes?
Nah, 3 is too many. I can do 2 because then I can watch her do what I want to watch at the same time.
She can't. Oh, that's smart.
You know what I mean? Like
she's
I like
getting
watching,
fucked, but also she's sucking dick.
I like watching blowjobs and I like watching doggy style.
That's smart.
Usually in a 2-to-1, you can see it at the same time. It's easy to get off.
I feel that.
Let's see. What does B.O.B. stand for? Keep guessing. So you're down. You're 2. You got 8 more.
John Legend.
I said it wasn't a rapper. I won't count that one. I said it wasn't a singer. I said it was a rapper.
A rapper?
Yeah, it's a rapper.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars isn't a fucking rapper, Emily. Are you kidding me? This was for the college girls. That's not rapping. All right. And y'all wonder how I think she's fucking annoying.
Rude. He loves
Am I too mean to Emily? Write in.
Email yes.
Email at RIDE AALONG
Email yes
podcast.
at 2260.
That's with 2 A's. What? Don't put my phone number out there.
It's not your phone number. No, but EJ is very mean to me all the time. Actually, like when we were dating, like a couple months in, I was like, "Why do you like me?" Just asking him, and he's like, because you let me be an asshole to you all the time. That's like literally one of the reasons he likes me. How fucked up.
It's great.
And then I was like, that's cool. I just went along with that.
Here's another hint. He's one of the associated acts on B.O.B.'s Wikipedia page. And with that being said,
I wasn't even gonna look at my stupid phone. Okay, sing it again. Sing it in.
You said B.O.B. and you said J. Cole.
I hate J. Cole, by the way.
J. Cole.
I don't hate him, but like I just don't like him at all.
J. Cole is the GOAT. He just
I think he's pretentious.
Entered my top 5, and now he's creeping in the top 3.
He's just like, he thinks he's so cool.
No, he doesn't.
He thinks he's better than everyone else because he gives he tries to give them parental advice that nobody asked for.
Trap drums is the shit that's hot. No, he gave that was his.
Nobody
diss
wants
reply
that from
because
him.
all this fucking Little Pumps and Post Malones that you fucking.
They're
listen
still
to.
making money. Raps change. He thinks he's cool as fuck. He thinks he's better than everybody.
Raps changed. A lot of people say that that's a bad thing.
He comes at them condescending
They came at him first.
No. He tries to speak to them under the guise of him being this compassionate role model, but really it's just condescending as fuck. Everything he makes is condescending.
His song was supposed to
everything he makes is condescending.
No, motherfuckers was online dissing J. Cole, and he made a song that
would
was
diss J. Cole too.
But he made it condescending at the least. J. Cole ain't say nothing about no Lil Pump or any of these motherfuckers. They just coming at like niggas ain't listening to you no more, blah blah blah.
Because they're not.
People are listening to J. Cole. You were just listening to him yesterday. You showed me a song by J. Cole
and I said it was
21
trash.
Savage yesterday. You like that song?
No, I like the song, but not J. Cole's part.
All right, nigga. You just trying to make a point. Next, who made this song? Let's go to sleep in Paris and wake up in Tokyo. Whoever's listening to this still is losing their minds because they know who the fuck this is. It's like, oh my God, Emily, how the fuck don't you know this shit? Have a dream in New Orleans, fall in love in Chicago, man. And we could land in the motherland, camelback across the devil's sand. I'll even do you another solid. I'll play the song.
Okay, I can guess it's then probably. It's I don't know.
I don't think he says his name. I hope he don't. This is one of my favorite rap albums of all time. It's also on the wall. But you won't be able to tell who it's that little bone hand right there.
Where is it? The bone
in the
hand?
middle, right under Space Jam. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, I'm gonna play it into the. I know, but I gotta get up out of here, you know. Life, what the fuck is that? I got a show to do, you know. One time for your mom. Good guess though. Let's go to sleep in Paris, wake up in Tokyo. This is my shit. You know this song though? I love her. And I hate to leave her lonely. Ring, with the iPhone. It was my homie. He said, let's hit Japan. If we can make them jam, we can make 100 grand. Spend it in the south of France, nothing further. I jumped, grabbed my go-yard truck. Got ready to walk it out like this song came out in like 2006. You're killing me and filling me with sorrow. Sunrise goodbyes and missing you tomorrows. I turn to see my dream. If you don't guess by the time the song's over, then I'll by the time the second verse is over. To dry your tears and wipe the rain from my dear like their shirt. Use the day, use the username to all my password. You like this kind of the reason I get fly is I'm Jasper. I even take it. I was in high school when it came out. La la. Wake up in Tokyo. All right, when this hook, okay, come on. Could just waiting for the song to be over. Keep guessing.
I don't know
guess.
who it is, but I
Throw
don't
some
even
names
have
out
any
there.
ideas.
The motherland, camelback across the desert sand. Take a train to Rome, home, Brazil, for real. Wherever I go, she goes.
I honestly don't even know, but I like it. I don't know.
So let's keep it real, all in together, free chill.
Who is it?
Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't listen to Lupe like that.
Well, Lupe, I'm from Chicago. Lupe's a big deal. Well, Lupe was a big deal. He was
I don't
one
think I
of
can
my
even
favorites.
name a Lupe Fiasco song. Not even one.
I bet you can.
I probably would know one of his songs, but I didn't know it was him.
Y'all ain't know. I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Representing that first and 15. Yeah. And this one right here, all my people right here, to all my homies, you know what I'm saying? There's something about on the grind. Legally and illegally. Ha. Know what I'm talking about? Yo.
You did that ha-ha.
Yep. First got it when he was 6. Ain't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. You don't know that song?
No.
We can end the story right here. Okay, I'll play this one. But shawty didn't
you
quit.
play
There was
that,
something in the air.
I'll be right back. I gotta go.
Oh, hold on. Let me play it real quick.
Okay, you play
You'll know it when you hear it. You still gonna walk away.
Just keep talking.
Oh, you motherfucker. All right, I'm gonna do some ads. So this is brought to you by Lupe Fiasco. I can't believe she ain't know this song, but it's hard to understand what I'm saying. What up? You like how I did the burp when the beat dropped? Hey. Y'all ain't know. I go the name of EJ Fiasco, representing that first thing, 15. Yeah, and this one right here. This one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. Ha. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. I first got it when I was 26. I was gonna try to freestyle, but I ain't gonna be shit. Then I landed on my lip and busted my lip, and now I'm stuck with this scar right here, like this. And I'm fucking pissed because my girl had to leave and take a fucking piss. It was something so appealing. You couldn't fight the feeling. Yeah, my skin is really fucking dark, and Ewat's heart is fucking cold as the weather outside. Oh man, yeah, it's fucking freezing that they sent us an emergency. Yeah. You Persian B? I don't fucking think so, because you ain't got no money like me, and it ain't really funny. I'm just freestyling, and you know me. You know the song? There's no skate in here, so we kick.
EJ thinks he's doing karaoke
push,
now.
Kick, push. Do you know this song?
This is not a karaoke podcast.
Have you never heard the song?
No, I haven't.
What? With no place to go, and so we kick, push, push. You've never heard this?
No.
You're the whitest kid ever.
Sorry that I am what I am.
I think what else is a famous Lupe Fiasco song?
This is not karaoke hour.
What about this one?
If you are what you say,
This one.
Lupe Fiasco. Didn't have no fear. Oh, you know this one. This is a real popular one.
I remember that one.
This is a real.
Wasn't my favorite though.
I didn't really care for that song either. I didn't care for this one either. But this is a real popular one. It's probably the biggest song.
I remember this one.
Yeah, this song was a fucking hit.
Kayla's in the building, nigga.
Alright, the show goes on all night. In the morning we dream so long. Everybody ever wonder. Lupe had hits. You gotta put some respect on my nigga Lupe.
Whatever. Him and BYOB can get lost.
Lupe had this used to be my shit.
So loud inside my head with words that I should have said as I like some emo shit. I can't take back the words I never.
Ooh, he was going crazy. Okay, I'm done. No more Lupe karaoke. All right. Let's see. How far in are we? We just hit an hour.
Damn. We didn't even talk about your bucket list yet.
We didn't.
We've been trying.
I want a girl that knows about Lupe Fiasco.
Oh my god.
No, okay, bucket list. No, I said something for real on my bucket. Oh, go to Japan.
Yeah. Why Japan?
I don't know. I think it'd just be a cool city to go to. I think it's the biggest city in the world, right? New York City, low-key, might be the biggest city in the world.
Tokyo is like, it's like a place where you'll go and it'll be noticeably different from where you live. You know what I mean?
I'll be a celebrity out there. I'll be like the only nigga out there that ain't hooping.
You just pretend like you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm skinny and I'm not tall, but I'm taller than them niggas.
Tall enough.
Yep. I want to go to Tokyo. Before I die, I want to get in the studio with Justin Timberlake.
He loves some JT.
I want to get in the studio with JT. I love to watch a song be developed with JT and Timbaland. Let's see. I love to have a conversation with Jay Cutler. I don't know. You don't know who that is, but you might know who Jay Cutler is.
I've heard you say his name, but I don't remember.
He's the quarterback of the Bears before the dude we got now.
Your stupid ass jersey.
Yeah, the number 6.
Yeah, we went to B-Dubs one time to watch the Bears game, and some guy literally came up to him and was like, "You got to get rid of your jersey." And I was like, "Why would they say that?"
You gotta go fuck yourself. That's what you need to do.
And he's like, he told me that Cutler sucks, so I don't know why he wants to talk to him.
I told you I served a Bears fan yesterday. I was like, bear
A
down,
whole
bro.
Bears
And he's
fan?
like, bear down.
Yeah, I thought okay, so we went to
Like a
Chicago for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Do you not feel special anymore since you're from Chicago?" But all these Bear fans kept coming up to him and saying shit to him.
Yeah,
Like
just
they're
come
part
up to
of
me
a
and be like,
fucking
bear
cult.
down.
Yeah,
Bear
I was
down.
like, "This is
Hell
weird."
yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
He was like,
we a family out there, son. Bear Nation, stand up.
Here
You
we
feel
go.
me? You
Here
hear me,
we-
Trubisky? I'm gonna have Trubisky as a guest one day, son. That's gonna be the day. Woo! If I get Jay Cutler as a
That's
guest,
bucket list.
I want to
Why
get
do you want Jay Cutler?
I want
though,
Jay
if he's
Cutler
that
as a
sucky?
guest on the podcast. Woo! That would be the day. I'm
Why
gonna
do
reach
you
out
want
to
Jay
this nigga.
Cutler if people are trash talking him?
Yeah, I want
the
because I
street.
want to understand Jay Cutler, bro. That would be the fucking that's my goal to get Jay Cutler on the Ride Along podcast. If anybody can make that happen, bro, get Jay Cutler on the Ride Along podcast.
If you just came up on $1 million, what's something you would do?
I would throw a fat ass party.
For no reason, just cause?
Just cause, nigga.
Just because you got $1 million party?
I just got $1 million. I got the bag. I officially got the bag. And now we're gonna celebrate that I got the bag. I'm gonna probably use half the bag on that party. And then I pay off all my debts. I probably buy a car that I don't have to pay for. Just one car.
Do you think you'll be sad when you finally get rid of your car? Or do you feel like you'll be like, bye, bitch?
Nah, I'll be sad. Just like I was sad when I got rid of my backpack.
Oh, my God. You were, hanging on to that
Yeah.
backpack. The backpack was hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, it was hanging on for dear life. It was trying to put them down. But, yeah, when I have to get rid of my car, it's going to be a sad day because we've been through a lot. It literally was my house for 2 years. So,
What are some things, I know you're recently cleaning out your room. What are some things that, you just can't get rid of? Even though you're like, I probably should.
anything Bears related.
You just, can't bear to throw it away.
I won't throw another one-liner joke. You just
EJ, every time I fucking talk to
just
him,
working
he's
out material.
he thinks I'm trying to be a
You just
comedian.
can't bear to throw it out.
I didn't even mean to say that.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. What did you say earlier? It plays the long game.
Sorry, I'm just funny, dick.
Any Bears gear I can't throw away. Any musical gear I can't throw away.
Do you have any mementos or anything?
What does that mean?
Things that bring back memories, and that's just why you keep them.
Yeah. Everything in that basket right there. All those they had my notebooks with all my old ideas in them, and when I used to run that health program, my whole proposal was is in there. I'll never throw that shit out because those are they're good ideas, and I know they could be salvaged.
Do you ever just want to start a collection of something, but you don't know what you want to collect?
Yeah, I used to collect shot glasses, yo, low key. Swear to God.
I've never seen you have a single shot glass.
Son, I used to have a shit ton of shot glasses.
Where are they?
Shit, when I used to throw parties, bro. Them bitches get broke, and I never restarted. You can't have a collection of shot glasses if you use them all the time.
just have to have them just.
Shot glass collections aren't for
displayed.
alcoholics.
What a waste, though, if you just look at them.
That's what collections are. You just
Do
look
you
at
ever
them.
want to collect anything?
You could somewhat say that I'm collecting CDs.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I need to finish this wall. Every time Lionel comes over, he's like, the fact that you don't got them 4 in the corner just
That
bothers the
is
shit out of me.
So what 4 are you gonna fill them with?
I don't know, but I could have
Jesse
been filled up.
McCartney, Beautiful Soul.
I do need to put more white people CDs up here.
Please put Jesse McCartney. I have that CD still from when I was
Do you
like
have the
12.
actual CD? or
Yes,
is it
from
a
when I
burnt?
was 12.
Yeah, because I'm not putting.
No, it's
there's
an
no
actual
burnt.
CD.
I need the real
That
shit
CD?
with the art on the front.
That CD is like my favorite CD of all time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesse
so
fucking
Jesse McCartney. I got Kelly Clarkson for you. Breakaway. That's another white people
Kelly
CD.
Clarkson low key might be up there already.
I spread my wings and I
Low key, Kelly
fly.
Clarkson might be up there already.
I'll do what it takes. That song was. Oh my god, that song.
Make a wish, make a dream.
You should see
make a
EJ.
dream,
If you come up north with my family this year,
And I got fat.
if you come up with my family this year to Traverse City,
I
listen
gained
to
some
that.
weight and don't
Listen,
look the same.
we listen to that CD every single year. My entire family like sings it at the top of their lungs. It's like culty.
Oh, gross.
We love that CD. What's
Oh,
another white people CD?
Kelly Clarkson, boy, she looks like a.
EJ's a fat shamer. He is.
I wouldn't call it a fat shamer.
Yes, he is. He's a dick.
I ain't no fat shamer.
You are.
I don't got nothing against fat people. All right, I love the fats.
The reason. What the fuck? That's fucked up that you didn't say that. The fads? What the fuck is that?
The fats.
That's fucked
I
up.
love the fats. I love the saturated fats, the unsaturated fats, the omega-3 fatty
EJ,
acids.
okay, first of all, his
love-
mom told me that he came out the womb with muscles. So, like, he's just blessed with a muscular body. So, like, for
And
him
I'm
to
skinny
say,
though too.
you were
like-
always like that.
Like
You were
that's what I'm
always
saying,
like
but
that. Just because
I
other
wish I
people
was a little
aren't
bit
like
bulkier.
you.
I wish I was a little bit bulkier, like maybe not with a gut, but
Like
it's just
me.
it's just that people act like being fat is a disease.
Okay, EJ.
And then you're trying to, and then some people try to push their fatness on other people.
Nobody tries to do that.
Uh huh.
No, they don't. EJ.
Like,
Okay.
this is the new beautiful and blah. Like, no, it ain't, bitch. All right, just get in the gym. It's okay.
Anybody, I don't care what
It's
size
a bad.
you
It's
are.
a, it's a bad bitch.
I don't
hiding
care what
under
you
those
look like.
400
You
pounds.
deserve to feel beautiful. Every person on this earth deserves
Yeah,
to feel
quit
beautiful.
forcing your beautiful on. It's just like when Amber Rose has the slut walks. Quit forcing your pussy on everybody. Okay, it's okay.
Does
if
it
you wanna,
really bother you if she does a slut walk? How much does it impact your life?
If she had a slut walk in Detroit, it would impact my life.
Would it really?
Yeah, because they're gonna be all up in the street
Who
holding up the
cares?
queue line.
Who cares?
I'm trying to go to work.
The queue line holds itself up.
True, but still, we don't need a bunch of like no.
It doesn't really
of-
affect
of
your life
all
that
the-
much.
Of
Who
all
gives
the social,
a fuck?
of all the social issues, nigga, this is at the bottom. Nobody care. Nobody really gives a fuck who you giving pussy to, yo.
Okay,
Just fucking.
so
You want to
sit
be a
here
slut?
and
Just
not-
be a slut.
Okay, so sit here and not give a fuck, but don't let them be themselves. You don't have to say shit. You can keep.
But
your
why are
mouth
you
closed.
forcing it by being in the streets with
Remember-
signs and a festival?
Remember how we were
you're
gonna have
forcing-
this
you're
one part
for-
of your
you're-
podcast where we were like, it's better to just not say anything at all.
Is it this part?
Yep.
Whatever. The fact that I'm talking to you about it kind of like waters it down a little bit, I think. Whereas like if I was by myself saying this, it'd be like he's just a dick. But since I have you here to like kind of check me and say shit, then people can like kind of take sides, you know. So
Yeah.
it kind of
We're
helps.
always on opposite sides.
We will always. That's why we work, son. For real.
We low key don't agree about anything.
I can't sit like this because like my face looks like it's a part of the couch. Look.
All I see is the green microphone.
All you see is the green microphone and some orange pants. I have on a black shirt. I should have wore a yellow shirt.
Yellow?
Like I say, I should have wore like
Yellow shirt? Say that again? A what shirt?
a golden shirt.
What? You said yellow.
You about to get a golden shower, motherfucker. Yo, shut the fuck up.
He hates I think the color yellow is like amazing.
You lucky
And
I'm
he
even
hates the
drinking
color
this
yellow
wine.
because we were just talking about how we disagree on everything. I love the color yellow, so naturally he thinks yellow is the worst color and should be removed from the color wheel. Like extremes.
Isn't it one of the main colors though? It's like red, blue, and yellow. No, yellow is a combination color, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's a OG
It's a
color.
primary color.
It's an OG. So red is an OG. Blue, cyan is what it's called, right? And then
Depends. Well, like red, yellow, and was it blue are like the three like. But it's different if you're like printing things. Because I was explaining to him the difference between CMYK and RGB printing, where like.
and this is where I tune out.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you just said. CMK, YG printing,
Combinations of different
YG's out here
colors.
printing now.
Like
Big
CMYK,
bank,
you
take
can get like
little
a
bank.
really nice black. Like you can do 100 C, which is cyan, 100 magenta, 100 yellow, and 100.
Magenta. That's like pink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you do 100 of all of those, you get like this really rich black. It's like the shit. Like CMYK is the best.
This really rich black. Does he play basketball or is it Michael B. Jordan? Get it? Huh?
It's a Michael B. Jordan. It's a Michael
fuck,
B. Jordan.
fuck that nigga Michael B.
Why?
I'm about to just serve my girlfriend up on a silver platter. Hey, Killmonger, come bang my wife.
Oh my god.
You know what? You want to bang Michael B? Cool. You know what?
Okay.
Cause look,
I
'cause
love
then-
to like
'cause
bring
then
up
I
Michael
can,
B.
like-
Jordan around him because like I have never once said I want to fuck Michael B. Jordan. I've just said he's very attractive, but
Michael
it
B.
sets
Jordan
EJ
is
off on
gorgeous.
it sets him off on like a tirade for like 15
Son.
minutes.
cause these hoes ain't loyal, son.
Like I just even say Michael B. Jordan, you just go off for 15
You could say
minutes.
Michael Jordan, and I'm gonna come back. I'll be like, I ain't worried about Michael Jordan. Fucking Michael Jordan, a ugly old man, alcoholic. He'll fuck about you. But Michael B. Jordan, fuck
He's
that nigga.
hot.
Hey, look, bro. You want
Period.
look?
That's
If I'm
it.
fucking the same bitch, Michael B. Jordan, I did something right. I mean, I'm cute too, cause I'm a broke nigga. I'm a broke nigga fucking a bitch that's fucking rich niggas.
Yeah, but
I'm see.
unfortunately, I'm
That's
only
what niggas
fucking
don't
you.
tell you. That's what they don't tell you. It's like when a rich nigga wants you, and your nigga can't do nothing for you. These hoes ain't loyal.
He hates
Shit.
that song.
Yeah, but when the rich nigga don't want you, and you want this nigga to do something for you, these broke niggas real loyal.
Remix.
Woo! There's a lot of broke niggas. That's why these bitches be fucking the pool boy and the
Like,
plumber.
let me just tell you, though,
Because
like,
I'm telling you,
this
son,
story
it
that
goes both ways. Chris
this
Brown,
story-
I'm
this
at your head,
story's-
nigga.
No, the stories that like rappers create is like not even how real life is. You know this. You talk about how
But we don't
rappers
live in-
always are lying, but like the stories that they fucking narrate are not true. That's not how things really go. Like, if you're in a committed relationship, it doesn't
Well, they
mean if a
live-
rapper
they're
comes
living
along,
an
they're gonna be like,
aspect of
well,
life.
fuck everything I'm doing here.
Well, they're living an aspect of life that we don't experience. So obviously, it's real to
But
them.
loyalty is loyalty, period.
But loyalty gets tried a lot when you rich.
Sure. But loyalty is loyalty, period.
By the woman and the guy. Like it's
Loyalty
just
is loyalty, period. Like, you're either loyal or you're not.
facts.
So it's like, if a guy comes around with a bunch of money and he's somebody who people talk about, like, loyalty is loyalty. If you're not loyal in that situation, you're just not loyal. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
So it's like, that's a stupid argument to make. Like, if a fucking
If a rich,
rapper
if a
comes
rich,
around,
if a rich what?
if a rich
If-
man
if
wants
a rich,
you.
If a rich what? Say it for the podcast. No,
He's trying to ruin my life.
That'll ruin you. That would.
He's trying to ruin my life.
You can say it behind closed doors as much as
I
you
will
want.
never.
She
okay.
does. She doesn't. I'm not. I'm gonna put that out there, and I try to get her to say it. That's the thing, which I don't understand because motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, he lying. I'm like, nah, nigga. I be trying to get her to say the N word.
wants
She won't
me
do
to.
it. I'm
I
like,
don't know
she
why.
won't fucking do it. Even in sex, Everyone always has those fucking fantasies that those
You've
that
never
everyone
said you
talks.
want me to do it in sex.
I want you to do it at all times. I don't give a fuck if my dick is in or outside of your vagina.
I don't feel like I can do it with a clean conscience.
If my
I
dick
kind
is
of have
inside
like an
you, you can
aggressive
use
conscience.
the hard R.
What if you pull your dick out?
Wait, what do you mean?
If I use the hard R, you're gonna pull your dick out. Even if you didn't, it's like I said, my conscience is like I could never.
That's the only way girls can be racist in the world is if my dick is inside of you.
No, you can't. That's
You're
not
not
an
you're not
excuse.
racist if you fucking them. That's the ultimate
But here,
sign
no,
of,
that's actually
of-
not true.
I don't.
Let me clarify why that's not true. There are many girls who are white who will have sex with black guys or guys of a different race, but they will never get into a relationship
But
with
if
them.
your racism was
Getting into a
if you
relationship
had
and marrying,
if you had 100% racism and then you fuck a black dude, even just for the pure sake of fucking a black dude,
you can be racist.
Your
and fuck a
racist,
black
yeah.
guy.
But I'm saying, even if let me get this out. So, if your racism is at like full battery, like 100%, right, and you fuck a black dude, but you don't want to get a relationship, you want to fuck a black dude, your relationship just went down like at least like 45%.
No.
You're like 55% racism.
What if you no? Because what if you are from like dominating?
Because now you're
weird
now
shit?
you're opening. Now you're open to it. You're officially open to it.
You open fucking Pandora's box. You know about the black dick.
Yeah. Every girl that I've every white girl that I've fucked and I was their first black dude, I won't be their
That's
last.
weird though. That like,
It's a
but
thing.
that's the thing. It's
a
low
real
key
thing.
racist though. If like a girl is like specifically like,
I want to fuck
I
a black
wanna-
guy.
yeah,
they
that's
never come out like that, but I always know because like they kind of fade off into the sunset, you know.
like checked it off my list.
Yeah, I gave some bucket list dick a couple of times.
Yeah, it's weird.
Whatever. I'll just angrily fuck them. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's racist though.
It is.
If
It's
you're
also
fucking
it's
somebody,
also racist to
like
to
you're
be
not
the
really
girl
like
that only
harming
fucks
them.
black guys.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't like that. I don't like that any more than a girl who just wants me to be like a novelty.
Yeah,
I'm either a novelty or a fetish. You know.
yeah, for sure.
It's
We're just trying to like piss off somebody in their family.
But it's the same with white girls to like black dudes. Some black dudes won't
Well,
even,
like fetishize white
they'll
girls.
fetishize white girls. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
People have accused me of that.
I mean, you just have a type.
I mean, we always talk about this. My pie chart is
Yeah, same. Like
white
I've like
for the most part.
I've like dabbled all around because I've just been involved with like many different people. But if there was a pie chart,
Yeah.
there would be a majority.
Yeah.
But it's not like I would be like, no, I can't. I only do my.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I feel like you just like what you like, but some people are
Like
weird
what you
about
just
it.
kind of gravitate towards. It's just like
I mean, it's different. It's the same as like if somebody's like, "Oh, I just like guys that have dark hair and dark eyes, or blah blah blah, or blondes, or whatever the fuck." Like people do have like something that they like.
Yeah, because I don't really care for blondies.
Yeah.
Really,
that's weird. He has a song, and in his song, he says, "You can find me where a blondie be."
just because that was for rhyming purposes. It wasn't for. It wasn't for.
You
truth.
could have said, "You can find me where a brownie be," but
Brownie doesn't rhyme with whatever the fuck I said before that.
where a redhead be.
You know, I wanted to make this a segment on the podcast too. Was just to read these rap lyrics out loud.
He has a whole wall of
I have
rap
a whole
lyrics.
wall of
that
rap
he's looking at right
lyrics
now.
in my room. So this one I'm not this one says, sometimes you gotta say fuck it. Wanna get served, come sit in my section. I just need a little love and affection. She just wanna do drugs, so she texting me, looking for the plug for the best shit. Don't worry, I got you, boo. What we about to do is everything our parents told us not to do.
Wow.
Wanna,
Deep.
oh, these are bars, low key. These bars. Wanna have a little fun, nothing stopping you. You heard Big Sean right. Now count to 2.
What? You're stupid as shit. Now count to 2.
I don't know.
Is there more to that?
Nah, that was the end of that one.
What?
You
How
wanna
are
do
you
it?
just gonna leave the song at now count
A
to
lot
2?
of this, a lot of this
What?
is unfinished. A lot of these are unfinished.
How are you just gonna stop the song there?
So this would be a great segment. Read rap lyrics because some of these aren't mine.
Didn't you write some bitter songs about me before I liked you? We should look those
yeah.
up.
Let's see. You could be.
He
my
wrote some angry
butterface.
songs. He wrote some angry songs about me back when I was
You want to hear
curving
one?
him.
You could be my butterface baby. I like your titties, like your booty.
Damn.
You know this song ain't about you because I said I like your titties.
That's fucked up. He's resentful that I have a small. I'm literally all ass and no titties. And he's resentful for it.
All right, so let's see.
Fucked up.
You could be my butterface baby. I like your
thought you were writing
titties,
this
like
about
your
me. Where's
booty.
the one
This
about
isn't
me?
this isn't about you. All right, I don't know if the ones about you is up here.
He wrote some mean shit.
I didn't read nothing mean.
Mm-hmm.
The song that I made mean about you, I freestyled.
Let's play it.
No, we're not going to.
Come on.
I don't even know if I have that song anymore.
You do.
No, I don't. I'll be deleting my freestyles. I'm a motherfucking G, nigga. That's a fuck you to A, B, C, D, F, E, nigga. Check the name on your Scantron. I don't think you testing me, nigga. Fuck saving up, bitch. I'd rather invest in weed, nigga. Cause I'm a stoner like Mary Magdalene.
That's lies.
Hmm?
Like Mary Magdalene?
You know how they used to be stoning her? Like stoner. I'm a
You
stoner.
stole Mary Magdalene?
I thought they stoned Mary Magdalene.
No,
I'm a
she was
stoner like Mary like I'm a stone her like Mary
They
Magdalene.
didn't stone her.
I don't know.
Whatever,
I'm a
go
stoner
on.
like Mary Magdalene. Rappers, I laugh at them. Blowing kush, far from average. Hit it, then pass the shit. Swagging shit. Catch me, what does that say? In the oil rolling through niggas hating cause the flow uglier than bowling shoes. Oh, bars. What's to stop me from straight up killing this game? Just the man that I see in the mirror saying that I can't. Voices in my head telling me to give up, stop trying. Okay, this isn't funny. This is motivational. All right, you want some more? Give me some more. You don't even know that? Give me some more. The split where the weed at? Give me some more.
I want to hear the songs that you hated me when you wrote.
Let's see.
I want to hear them.
Bitch, you ain't shit. Bitch.
No, not the one you wrote yesterday. The one, the ones you wrote.
I hate this bitch because she take too long to come over. I hate this bitch because she won't call me the N-word when she's bent over. I don't know.
That's what I want to hear.
No, you don't want to hear the songs where I was mean to
I
you.
do want to hear them.
There's certain
He
things
never
in life
plays
you
them.
just don't need to know about. And
I know about them
yes,
though. I want to hear.
You know about them. You don't need to hear them.
I want to hear. I want to laugh at
Right.
them. I want to hear.
You're not going to laugh at them.
Yeah, I will.
All right. I can get pretty mean. Talking to the microphone for 2 seconds. I got to pee.
I know he can get pretty mean. It's facts.
I wasn't.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not talk into the microphone for a minute, and he's gonna edit this out. But EJ never edits out anything, so it's just gonna be real awkward, you guys. I'm sorry, but not really.
All right.
I gotta call my girlfriend.
I was going to end it.
We don't have to end it, but I have to call her back. She called
time is it? 11:20. Damn. All right. Give me like 5 minutes, okay?
Do some closing.
Cause I didn't really talk about like. I don't really know how to make this a segment, like, cause I want to just talk about like dream chasing shit.
Okay, let's just forget about my friend for a second.
Huh?
Call her back whenever we're ready. Let's just talk about some dream chasing shit. Come on, boo.
But I don't know like what to call this segment, nor like what the nature of it is, like, cause I want to hit specific parts of like.
Like what?
Like, it's called the Ride Along podcast. I don't want people to feel alone when they're actively like relentlessly pursuing a dream. I want them to be able to relate to what, being on this side, you being a student and not an architect, me being an open micer and not a touring comic, like how, but like I don't know how to translate that into a part of the podcast that I can always like focus this on.
Okay, so I got some questions for you too.
Okay.
2 questions. One is, what are the moments that you feel like are the hardest, where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This is so hard. And what are the moments that kind of bring you back, where you're like, this is exactly why I'm doing this shit?
The
like,
moments.
What are your breaking points in either direction?
My breaking points in either direction. My breaking points being like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this? Are always the times when I have to do work that I don't really have to do. So what does that mean? That means editing podcast clips. That means even doing a podcast in the first place. Learning how to use Logic and shit like that. Like all these little miscellaneous tasks that I put on myself to like get better. Like that is when I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm doing so much shit. Like, what I'm saying? Trying to make music, trying to record other people, like, but trying to be like the best at some shit that I don't really need to be the best at. Like I'm kind of fine where I am, like, in life, to the point where like I don't need to do anything, but I have like this inner need to want to be more. And that is when I'm breaking. It's just like, cause I'm 28 and I'm just like, fuck, dude, like I should have a Bugatti or some shit. Like I don't know. I put this like a lot of pressure on myself to like be good at something, but the times where it's just like, this is exactly what I want to be doing is when I'm around other people that are going through the exact same shit. And we talking and we're joking and we're fucking, they understand. They understand the grind, how tough it is. They understand that it does suck having to, having your girlfriend do artwork. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a privilege.
It is it's an extreme privilege, but at the same time, I'd rather have the means to pay somebody so you don't have to worry about that. Like, I don't want you to, like, I know it's a privilege and I know you're good at what you do, but at the same time, you got your own dreams to pursue, and I don't want to be a distraction from you. Like, doing shit like that, being able to post up, trying to stay disciplined to a schedule that means nothing to you, that you don't have to have, really.
There are 2 things I have to say to that. One is something that I've always told you that I think is like really inspirational about yourself and just like the comedy world in general, is that I go to school to learn what I do. So I have deadlines that are imposed upon me that I do not decide. And you create your own deadlines. You don't have anybody standing over you telling you this is what you have to do by this date, and this is the way you should be progressing it, and this is how you can help it, and somebody constantly critiquing you and telling you how, like, you don't have somebody doing that for you.
Right.
And I think the fact that you don't is really remarkable, that you can still find like the discipline and the motivation to like do that for yourself.
Yeah.
Because like people say like college, oh, like it's so great because you know you do get those things, which it is. It's really valuable, but to like not have that and still have to like find your way is really remarkable.
Well now, my deadline is like being like not being shit when I'm 40, you know, like like my deadline is like nigga, you better not be
Well, I
no
mean, it's
open
little
micer by the
goals.
time you feel me, like 10
But it's
years from
little
now
goals,
I
though.
better not be no open mic, like, but that's 10 years from now.
But I mean,
I'll be 38.
even since I've known you, like since we started dating, even like the goals you set for yourself then are different from the goals that you've achieved, from the goals that you are setting for yourself now. Like things change, you know, and like
Yeah,
it's you
absolutely.
don't reach a big goal without setting little goals for yourself.
Absolutely.
And also to go back to how you're saying, oh, my girl's making me blah 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 this and that, like I'm your fucking girlfriend. Like we're on a team. Like when you succeed, I succeed. So like if I can do anything in any way to help you to like I'm not a professional.
That's not what I'm saying. It's just like
I know, but at the same time, like you've done things for me where like the other day I was like stressing out before my class and had to like glue a bunch of stacks of cardboard together, and you like helped me do that. Like that's like what you do when you like want somebody to succeed. That's like your partner, you know.
Right.
But anyways, back to like what you were saying though is like I think the fact that like you're able to like keep yourself motivated and keep yourself pushing and keep yourself disciplined, I think that is a better life skill than kind of like having those things
handed to you.
Yeah, because like I'm responsible for like my grades and for reporting to a teacher and doing group projects and all these things. Like I'm like responsible to other people. You're technically not responsible to anybody other than yourself.
Exactly. That's what that's what I'm struggling with, is like the fact that I'm not responsible to anybody, and so I don't know if I'm doing too little or too much ever. I'm just doing. I'm just going. I'm just up. I should do a podcast today. Up. I should drop this video by Wednesday. Up. I should drop me and Delano podcast. You know, I should post something every day. I'm just making these like these weird tasks for myself that I don't even know if it's working or not. You know, so like, yeah, that's kind of been a struggle. But yeah, when it's beautiful.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, when it's beautiful is when you're around. Like I told you about that night at Trixie's, where it was just us telling each other jokes and we're just having drinks and having a good time and hanging out. Like that was beautiful to me, because like I just knew that like, yeah, these are the people I want to be around. These people have become my friends.
Well, also I feel like I talk to you every day before and after your sets.
Right.
Every single time. And like the nights when I talk to you after your set and you're like, oh, I killed. Like,
yeah, I'm so elated.
Yeah, and it's like I love seeing that kind of like excitement and that kind of energy from you, because I feel like those are the nights where you're like, this is the reason I do this shit.
Exactly.
It's for this feeling right here, you know?
Where I go up and this is a semi-packed house, and I go up, everyone's laughing, having a good time, having drinks, taking shots, smacking bitches on the asses and all that shit. like that's, yeah, that it's like, yeah, this is what I do it for. But yeah,
you gotta take your little W's, your little goals, and
what's like your equivalent to that as a student? To those you don't know, M goes to U of M. She's studying architecture.
Yeah. And you've definitely seen me on the days
U of
where...
M is University of Michigan for all my international listeners.
But yeah, there's definitely been days where like I've called you crying.
Absolutely.
Like bawling my eyes out, days and days without sleep. I mean, like just exhausted in every level.
Right.
And understanding that when I get out of college and graduate with not just my bachelor's but with a master's degree, that it's going to be years until I see any sort of like substantial financial income, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I sit there all the time and I go, what the fuck am I
Yeah.
here for? You know, like, I could be doing so many other things. I was making more money serving than what they're going to offer me straight out of graduate school, you know?
Right.
So you see me on, like, my ultimate lows, but at the same time, like, sometimes when I either am in class and we're learning about something that's, like, about how we can make a real difference in the world, or just seeing things that are, like, beautiful architecture, understanding, like, how this art can be something that other people recognize and understand, or like when I just do really well on a project, like it makes it all worth it. You know, it's like, yes, this is the hardest, like, honestly, it sounds so stupid, but like college at the level of University of Michigan, because when I was at OCC, like, it was just, you go to school, you get an A just for showing up pretty much, and that was it. But like at the level of U of M, like, it's hard, and it's really a struggle sometimes. But like when you get those moments where like you get goosebumps by just like listening to what you're learning, or like you just look at everything and like you see sparkles in your eyes, like it's just like a feeling you can't describe. Like it's just a feeling where you're like, this is for me.
So
you know?
here's my next question. So like, how, let's say I'm not around, or whatever I'm saying to you isn't working, how do you get yourself through those moments, like, of when you're super stressed, you ain't slept in weeks, and how do you flip that into the like being elated from doing well on a project and things like that? Like, how do you what do you have to tell yourself during in those moments when I'm just like yelling at you, or I'm just like nodding my head and be like, everything will be okay, and saying generic shit? Like,
I mean, it's nice to have your support and like support from my family, but like ultimately that isn't what gets me through things. It does help to have family and like my boyfriend support, but I've, from a younger age, I've always had to kind of like talk myself through situations. So that's why like you always feel like I'm being like overly supportive with you, is like that's how I have to talk myself up through things. Like the times where I go into a presentation and I'm like, bitch, you're gonna kill this shit, you're like capable of doing this, like you've done a great job this whole year, you've worked really hard, like I have to literally talk myself up so hard, and it's worth it. Like that's what gets me motivated. Like some people don't get motivated that way, but that's how I have to do it.
I do the exact same shit.
So it's like I have to really talk myself up, focus on my blessings in life, and like understand that like I have overcome so many things just to be where I'm at in life, that I firmly believe that like I'm not gonna fail now. Like I've overcome so much, I can't fail now. Like I have to keep going, and like I don't know what the future is going to be. I don't know where this is going to take me. I might have like setbacks along the way, but like this is the path I've chosen, and like I have to do this. I've overcome so much just to be where I'm at. I've worked so hard and done so much and have so many people supporting me. Like I have to do this, period. And it's like, and I love it. It's not something that it's just like I've chosen this because it's blah blah blah. Like I chose it because I love it, and I've just, it's been a hard journey, but like I feel like because it's so difficult, it almost makes it like my tenacity so much more intense to like make sure I succeed, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah. What are like,
sorry for I didn't have nothing for that. I was
that's
like,
okay, bro.
that's
Most of the time he
good
doesn't understand
explanation.
what I'm talking about.
yeah, all the time. I don't understand what
And
you're
you know,
talking about.
I think that's something that's really interesting too about like our relationship, is like you and I both have very different paths in life between comedy and architecture.
Yeah.
But I think we do kind of like come together over a lot of different things, because a lot of the struggles that I'm facing, you also are facing.
Yeah, on some level. Yeah.
On some level. And like I told you before, like my brother's girlfriend asked me like, does it bother me if like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? And I was like, no. First of all, nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. But second of all, like, I feel like we can like relate to like enough
We
things.
can relate to the struggle. I
struggle.
don't understand the details of your struggle, but I can relate to what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? You're competing with hundreds of other people to, you know.
And I think that's like why we're able to like keep each other motivated, is because we at least understand what it's like to struggle.
Yeah.
You know?
What were you about to ask me though? You seemed like you was about to ask me some shit, and I said I know. But if you don't know, it's cool.
I was about to ask, like,
this might be the record for the longest podcast I've ever done.
Really?
So congratulations.
First of all, I am the most repeated guest on this podcast.
Congrats. Oh, by the way, I don't think
Bitch.
I'm gonna put featuring Emily Cole anymore.
Why? He low-key wants...
You're not a feature. I want you to be like
he said he's grooming me.
I'm kind of grooming. I'm trying to groom you into
I
being
feel
my
like
co-host.
we have to have a podcast where it's like you and I and somebody else. For me,
it could just be you and I, and we can just have guests every now and then. Sometimes I'm gonna do podcasts by myself. I'm gonna do them with you.
You can do whatever you want. Don't limit yourself, boo. Don't limit yourself.
And while motherfuckers tripping, I'm not gonna say no names, but fucking somebody came up to me and was like, "Yeah, the podcast, you gotta have a guest every time because the podcast that you do by yourself."
He can do whatever the fuck he
I'm like,
wants. But thanks for the input. But he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm not even that. It's not even that. I'm like, some of my podcasts with the most listens are the ones by myself.
That's
Literally,
facts.
the one with the most listens is the one by myself. I'm just bullshitting, and I was sitting in the car in a Rite Aid parking lot, just talking shit, and it has a shit ton of listens.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
2 questions.
Yes, my love.
1 is, do you feel like your struggles are worth it, and how so? Because you've been through a lot, from like living in your car to like you literally uprooted your whole life when you lived in your car. You literally just dropped everything and were like, fuck that.
Was it worth it? You goddamn right. But I still haven't really reaped real benefits. But you know where I find the most worth is the fact that I'm not where I was when, like, appreciating growth. So like 2016 was when I first started living out the car. No, 2000, I want to say 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, 2015 is when I started living out the car until about, and it was pretty much on and off, but mostly on for the greater part of like 2 years, right? Or for the greater, it's like a year and like 7 months, right?
Damn, that's a while.
Yeah. So that was the first time I ever did comedy. Did it for like
what made
a few
you
weeks.
decide to do comedy?
I was just trying to do anything show business related. I watched a shit ton of stand up like growing up, and like, you know, I was pretty in love with doing stand up, and my sister at first, that's when my sister first got me into podcasts. I used to listen to the Champs, right? And I was a big fan, and pretty much they just interview comedians and they just talk about the grind of being a comedian, and you listen to that enough, you're gonna, like, I'd be like, I could do that shit, right? And then so I did comedy, went up, I did it for a few weeks. Obviously I was trash, got discouraged, started making beats, right? My homeboy, shout out to Boom, he said, he was like, man, I want to rap, but all I needed some beats. I was like, bet. Started making beats, right? And so, and I love making beats almost as much as I love being a comedian. I just don't like working with rappers as much as I like working with comedians, right? So,
I feel like you I feel like comedy challenges you more though.
Comedy challenges the shit out of me.
In a way that you find positive.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying that to say exactly, but I was saying that to say like my mindset when I was first starting, and that the fact that I like got discouraged about it, and then I came back to it, and now I'm like, it's almost on some like never looking back shit.
Yep.
Like the fact that like I went from this like shy, scary, first time open micer talking about jerking off and porn and hacky race jokes, to now I'm still talking about jacking off and porn and hacky race jokes, but I got some confidence behind it. I got 2 comedy shows in 2 different locations. I'm a producer on a startup of a comedy club and a TVE. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Night vs. Everybody. Like like knowing that that's where I started and this is where I was and this is where I am. That's what makes it worth it. Is like seeing that growth. Although it's not it's not super noticeable, but it's noticeable. It's noticeable to me. You know what I mean? Like I can go up. I remember when I first went up at Prankus and I'm super nervous. First went up to Trixie's, I'm super nervous. Now I go up there. That it don't even tell jokes. Like I'm just literally just hanging out with my friends with a microphone in my hand. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to see that, and that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes it worth living in my car. Because before that, I was going to a fucking job that I fucking hated, but I was just doing it for fucking money. And I'm cussing too much, but I was just I
love that part about your story. Like, I feel like people hear you're living out your car, people are like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, but I think that's, like, one of the things I really love about you is that, like, for most people, it's easy to, like, get stuck in a life they don't love and to just be like, well, this is what it is. But, like, EJ was stuck in a life that he hated. And he took very extreme measures to change it, but he still did what he had to do to change his life. And I feel like that's something that I think is so remarkable about his story.
Like, you gotta understand, like, when you're doing a job, but you find yourself spending most of your time trying to do something else, then your job ain't what you want to do.
Thanks.
So, like, you gotta figure out a way to make what you're spending most of your time doing
something you love.
Something to make a living from it, so you can spend most of your time doing that without having to worry about things. And shit was hard, but that brings me back to like appreciating being around other comedians, is because a lot of them did that too. Like Bart was working some office job, making the most money he made. Shout out Bart Dangus, making the most money he made ever in life. Quit.
It's not worth your happiness.
It's not worth your money. Ain't worth your happiness, son. Like it's
period.
Like, but yeah, it's so many people like that who quit their 6-figure jobs or high 5-figure jobs. And, so that's why it's easy to get along with these motherfuckers, So yeah, is it worth it? You goddamn right.
What is something that, like, when you do make it and you are whatever your idea of successful is, what's something you want to hold on to?
That's a great question. What I don't want to lose is my support and appreciation for local shit. So almost any time a local comedian got a t-shirt or something, I want to buy it.
That's facts. He's not just saying that.
Yeah, like if you got a t-shirt, I'm gonna buy it. If I got the money for it, like I'm gonna buy a t-shirt and
support local artists.
Yeah, like downloading podcasts that ain't nobody heard of. Not just on some I'm on some vintage shit. Just I really I want to listen to big time garbage and fucking like crass and heartless and shit. Like, you know, people that I know that got podcasts that I know ain't getting a shit ton of listens, ain't getting, it's not, you know, they're not like running advertising really or nothing like that. It's not picked up by some big network. Like, it's just people that I know that have podcasts.
He literally listens to other local comedians' podcasts, like
all the time.
the time. He'll come over and we'll both listen to them together while we're like working on stuff.
Sample Joe, all that shit. I
Her
wanna,
one with Joanna and Bart.
That's big time garbage.
Yeah,
that's Bart, Blaine, and Brett.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, like, I don't want to lose the appreciation for the fact that like that exists, and somehow I want to build something where I can help, like, not even just the young up and comers like the Jeff Horses and shit, but like below them.
I think that's something that's really cool about comedy in general is that
It's a path.
I told you this too though, is that like I don't know of any comedians who didn't have to struggle their way through to the top.
Every single one.
Like all of them have known that struggle, so I feel like it's something you all kind of like relate to, and I feel like that's something that's like kind of like cherished, but because it's not easy.
Yeah,
that's the thing about comedians
is
like
our dues. Like everyone who's made it, everyone we look up to, Bill Burr, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, blah blah blah, they all paid their dues.
And even if you like somehow manage to like get a spot on TV real early, you still have to be okay with bombing all the time. And like everybody that's like, before I was like, I mean, I'm not like involved with the comedy scene, but I see the comedy scene because like I'm dating you. But like before I was like involved in it in that way, like I was on the other side where like I only see comedians like after they've made it.
Yeah.
And like you don't know, as the average person, you don't know
you
like
don't see them at LJ's fucking eating shit in front of 4 people.
You don't see them bombing all the fucking time. You don't see them up there just like going to every mic that you possibly can find.
Monday through Friday, just going to this shit open mics,
not getting paid.
It's in a fucking they run in a room out of a closet and fucking, you know what I mean?
Like you don't see that. You just see them when they're on stage on Ellen DeGeneres and fucking.
You don't know what they just put in to get to this spot.
Like you just see them after the fact, and like it's made me appreciate the hard work, not only from the standpoint like I was telling you before, how you don't have people kind of like telling you this is what you need to do by this time, like not only from that standpoint, but like to be able to stand up and like not have the reaction you want all the time, like even in my reviews when I like they don't go as well, I'm like fuck.
So here's my question to you. What is your validation? So our validation is being funny or drawing people out. Those are like the 2 main validations for comics. Is like we either got butts in the seats, or we're funny as fuck, or both. What is that for an architecture student? What is like is it getting a good grade, or is it getting like a good review from your teacher? Like what is it?
So I think there are several different things that kind of give you that validation. I would say the one that I kind of like come in contact with is the most is like from an artist standpoint. So like as an architect, like I am coming up with a concept, I'm coming up with a premise, a design, and I'm trying to like get that across through my like my medium is space. So like it's purely from like an artist standpoint, but I also find a lot of excitement from like certain relationships that like this is kind of gonna go into a lot, but
I'll try.
Okay, so they were talking about in this one reading we had to do, they were talking about how there's this installation at the MoMA in New York, and it was basically an installation where there was a projection of like video images on the walls inside of the MoMA in the atrium. So they talked about how it was a collaboration of 2 mediums where it was like video and architecture, and how the architecture was being enhanced by the video, but the video was like given a space to be itself on the architecture, and how they kind of like both symbiotically enhanced and were being enhanced by the other, if that makes any sense. So like but anyways, but it's like finding relationships like that are really exciting to me as well, where it's like you can enhance the world, and also like it's very symbiotic, and it's just natural and beautiful. Like I really enjoy those kind of relationships. But like during my projects, it's more so about me like expressing myself through architecture, like how a painter, like painting is their medium, or like a photographer, photography is their medium. Like space is my medium. So it's like that's like what I find really interesting. And I think it's not even just seeing a space. It's that my art can be experienced by somebody else. Like, it's not just when you look at a painting and you see it. It's like you can be inside of my art.
Feel the art.
Right, exactly. Like, I think that's just so exciting. And, like, that's kind of, like, the validation I get is, like, when you go in places like Hagia Sophia, for example, is, like, one of those places where it's just, like, incredible to be in, and it's old and beautiful and has so much like history behind it. Like places like that is just like remarkable. So like to be able to create a space that somebody can experience and create like that environment and like that vibe and like just that whole aesthetic is just like so exciting to me. So that's like my validation, is being able to give people that experience. And like there's even places like in the Seattle Public Library, like just very slight things about like I'll try and keep this short because it's like boring architecture stuff. But there are certain things that like you don't really realize until you study architecture about how you can either include or exclude people. And like for example, in New York, I think it was like the Lincoln, I don't know, Lincoln something, but they basically the way they designed it was like to exclude poor people, and like it's just like different,
like everything else in life,
right? And it's just like we have like an opportunity to like be more inclusive and to create a world that was designed for people of all different kinds of bodies, and like people can experience it. I don't know, it's just these things you don't really realize, and people kind of pass through life not understanding these things, but like once you do, it's like, I don't know, it's meaningful to me that you can create a world that's designed for everyone. Right. You know?
That makes sense.
I don't know where I was going with that. No. I try not to talk about architecture too much because people don't really get it, especially EJ.
Is talking to me about architecture is like talking to me.
We have our own vernacular as well. Like we have our own terms we use, and like people don't get it.
It's like if you went to law school.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't understand that any more than your architecture shit.
Right.
We could probably finish up. We had 2 hours.
We're at 2 hours.
This is a record. I think. I don't think I've ever done a 2-hour long podcast. It's like straight through.
Well, shit. We're probably gonna keep talking for another 4 hours before we go to bed.
We might as well keep going. Nah, I don't know.
No, not on the podcast, but in general, long. Like we'll talk forever.
Yeah, that's too long for.
This is just what we talk about, like just us.
Yeah. Well,
Anaconda videos and inspirational shit.
And with the inspirational shit.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I wanted to talk sports too, but it ain't nothing going on in sports.
Let's do something real quick.
You don't know.
Tiger Woods trash.
Who?
Tiger Woods is trash.
Leave Tiger Woods alone. we already brought up sports. Yeah, well, I'll end it. It's because 2 hours is a long ass podcast, and people are probably, whoever listening to this, if you made it this far, then you
must have nothing to do with your life.
All right, thanks. I was going to shout you out for being a supporter, or you just maybe you just fucking.
I'm just kidding.
You fell asleep and ain't even realize this was on. That bitch playing with the volume all the way down.
Hey, those listens count. We appreciate you.
Those listens count. Shout out to Eat, Pray, Thought podcast with my sister.
I listened to it the other day, and like I was cracking up. Honestly,
really, it's for you. It ain't for me.
Yeah, it's my vibe. Okay, First of all, Amber is the shit. She's opinionated and smart. Her co-host is fabulous and hilarious.
Easy.
Had me dying.
You could have just said gay.
He's also gay.
Said
but
he's
like,
fabulous. That is like the telltale
okay, EJ.
gay euphemism that you
He's so
just
annoying.
use.
Anyways, I was listening to it the other day. If that's like kind of your vibe, like it's
No,
definitely good.
they've got a great podcast over there, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, shout out to Eat Pray Thought, download it. I was talking to Amber. I'm just like it ain't for me, yo.
It's
I'll
for
get
me.
you your play. I'll get you your plays. Because Amber said the same thing about my podcast. Because like I can't wait to have
Y'all are
Amber
very
on the
different.
shit. Yeah, we're so much different.
Like, you think EJ and I have differing views
Yeah, but Amber's more argumentative.
because they're brother and
Yeah,
sister.
right.
Like it's like times
So it's hilarious,
5.
and so it'll damn near get heated sometimes. You know, like me and Amber will argue.
That's that
We've
drama
we've
that you
gotten
want.
better. We've gotten better with because we're in our
You have,
old
like,
age.
constructive arguments, not just like
Back in the day, we used to kind of get heated about it, but like, yeah, it's. I say it when I have her on a podcast. I'm only bringing up shit that pisses her off.
that's like EJ's hobby is like pissing every woman off in his life.
Yeah,
He loves to do it.
It brings us closer.
So he says.
So let's see. Dates. Every Friday and Saturday we got the Independent Comedy Club. We'll be running a bunch of shows. We do Tonight versus Everybody every Friday at 8:00. And then we have a bunch of other shows. We have a pro show, and then we have a power hour open mic, and then we have like a miscellaneous show in between those three. So it'll go Tonight versus so let's say Friday it'll go Tonight versus Everybody. Then it'll go pro show where we have like some type of headliner come through with the feature and the host. Then we have a miscellaneous show, maybe Prankus, maybe a show called Truth, where they do like funny takes on like conspiracy theories. And then we'll end it with a power hour open mic where there's just one person that has to get hammered, and then people can just come up and do the open mic, and the person that's hammered has to
Last week it was
close.
EJ that was hammered.
Last week it was me that was hammered. I was wasted, and I had to go do comedy. And they're working out something too where they like have it in the budget to give $20 for $20 for the power hour guy, so they can get an Uber home. So because
be smart, be safe.
yeah, because I was like, I am way too drunk to drive, and I drink and drive all the time. I'm trying to get better about.
I scold him all the time.
I've gotten better in the last few weeks.
Because
I'm not trying to fuck around with that no more. Because I feel like my luck has been pushed.
Also, like, you got some shit that would, like, this is not something you want to have. We're about to move to New York.
Yeah,
and you don't want to have a DUI.
I don't need my freedom in jeopardy.
It's not worth it.
So, so the Independent Comedy Club every Friday and Saturday, man, check that out. Follow us on Facebook.
It's brand new.
And Instagram is brand new in the black in the back of the Black Box Theater at the Planet Ant. In Hamtramck, if you guys are in Michigan or in Detroit, say Hamtramck, please come check that out. What else I got? February 27th, I'm doing the Ride Along comedy show at Cobb's Corner. I'm almost finished booking it. The show would have actually been today, but it was the fucking polar vortex fucked up my dreams today, so we couldn't. We had to cancel the show because it's just way too damn cold outside. Wasn't nobody gonna come. The place was gonna be closed. She said something about how the place was gonna be closed and only open up for the comedy show. I'm like, it's not that serious, show. Like like how would I feel?
It's not worth risking your life.
Don't risk your life for comedy. I'm risking my life for comedy, but because I was the first person, I'm like, I'll cancel my show, but who got rooms tonight? Like I'll go to somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
but
drag me with him too.
Yeah, but it's like me and Emily will die for some comedy. Emily don't even want to die.
If he dies, I gotta die.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
So at least I could take you with me. But yeah, because I knew I was gonna know everybody in the crowd. I'm like, I feel bad asking y'all to come to this cold ass show. But yeah, February 27th, we got the Ride Along comedy show. That's Ride Along with 2 A's. I think that's it for like my main.
What about Bronx Bar?
Bronx. You talking
I'm
about-
not Bronx. I'm sorry, Basement Burger.
Oh, there's
My
no
bad.
there's no Basement Burger show this month because it's on Valentine's Day and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, and Valentine's Day is a big day for a lot of restaurants. So,
And for us.
and for us, that's our anniversary.
It's our
That's the day
fake-ass
before. That's the day
anniversary.
before our anniversary. We forgot our anniversary date, so we just took
We can't remember what day it is, so we
So-
just gave it February 15th.
because that was the first day that I
We were romantically involved.
that's the first day we were romantically involved. Yeah. And so
Yeah, we can't. We tried to give ourselves a real date and we kept forgetting. So.
yeah. So
It's
it's just
whatever.
like that's an easy date to
Anyways,
remember.
so yeah, we're not having a comedy show that day.
So we're not having a comedy show. I got my anniversary and they're busy, so like anytime a restaurant's busy, they don't want to have a comedy show.
Yeah.
I'm dragging this on. I think that's it for my dates for February. I don't know if I got anything in March coming up. I need to get a website.
Facts.
But I actually just figured out a use for a website. At first I was just like, what do I put on it? But
you
now
can use a website for a lot of stuff.
but now I kind of know what I want to put on it. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. This has been the Ride Along podcast. I'm your host EJ Watson, man. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna be on Spotify soon. Thanks Emily for
Anytime.
All right, motherfuckers, ride along. Bye bye.
That was a long ass podcast.
Yeah, it was. Let me save it.
Hell yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we talked about all that shit. Started off with vibrators. Ended up with inspirational.